What's up, guys? We're here again, and we are finally going to be talking about Titans Season 3. It's been a wild ride, especially with not only them only introducing Red Hood, but we got Blackfire, we got Scarecrow, we got a whole bunch of crap Batman did. So there was a lot of things that happened this season. So again, if you guys never saw this season, first off, go check it out. If you did not see the season finale, click off the video because we're going to get into the season finale. We're going to get into possible season 4 ideas and theories, as well as also where the series could go from here, as well as also what were my thoughts about season 3 as a whole, as well as among other things. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume you guys have seen all season 3 as well as the finale. So I'm going to go ahead and say, with the finale of Donna as well as Blackfire not going with the Titans back to home base, and we have the rest of them going into an RV, and everybody else going with, Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing. Now, what's very interesting is I had this weird feeling that Donna was going to come back like momentarily and then kind of go off and do her own thing. And again, I like Donna. I think she's a very cool character, with her getting killed off and then coming back. And then especially with Hank getting killed off the way he did, it pissed me off, but I understand the reason why they did what they did. And at the same time, I know it was the actor's choice to leave the show as well. So I hope that he finds whatever he wants to do and continues to do great. But I actually really enjoyed his portrayal as a Hulk. Now, I will say, Dawn leaving as well, I think that I could see her coming back at some point, because I know Donna is going to be delivering a letter apparently Hank had to her, or gave to her, so that way she could at least say, hey, this is what Hank wanted you to have, if something happened. But again, they may explore that next season. They may explore what happened with Blackfire, because now realizing that Starfire's powers was actually hers, and she's going to return her home planet, and then she wants, of course, Superboy to see her, since they're going to have they have a relationship, which again, I felt like they really pushed that, which again, it didn't really make sense, but again, it was one of those, it didn't bother me, but I felt like they were just kind of pushing it a little bit. And then we had where Tim Drake, this is going to be where the controversy comes. The whole Tim Drake thing. I think they went not only too far with Tim Drake, but also Red Hood. Again, I think it was too early for them to discuss Red Hood. Again, as much as I love the character, the actor, again, he did a good job, but at the same time, Red Hood looked too young. I mean, I felt like it was too much of a, like, oh, here you go, here's Red Hood. And they pretty much took it from the Batman Arkham style a little bit, Arkham Knight style, because of course him working with Scarecrow, knowing who Batman is, knowing who Dick Grayson is, and the Titans, and of course, Barbara Gordon. I felt like they kind of just set themselves up to fail a little bit with that, because again, you could have done something a lot faster back then, but at the same time, I felt like they just, again, they put themselves a little bit into a corner, if that makes any sense. But again, Tim Drake, I think they should have found somebody different to play Tim Drake. I don't consider this kid to be Tim Drake, because he doesn't come across like he is. Again, same thing I could have been said about Jason Todd. I mean, the actor, I give him credit, but at the same time, I felt like they should have got somebody different, maybe just a little bit older, not too young looking, to be able to play the role as Jason Todd. Same thing for Starfire. I'm gonna say that I like Raven's casting. I like Beast Boy. Raven, she's getting more into her powers this season, as well as being able to come back from Themyscira, being able to try to bring back Donna in a way she didn't, but I guess in a way she thought she did. And then Bruce returns. Again, I cannot take Bruce seriously. This version of Bruce, he's too damn old. I feel like he's just ready to retire, and that's pretty much what he wants. And at the same time, he comes back and it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna, do you want to return as Robin? He's asking Jason this, and he's like, no, my time's over. So he's leaving Gotham. You have where everybody's pretty much leaving Gotham, and Barbara Gordon is going to be still the head of the GCPD. We also got introduced to August very last season. Roy is, I guess, leading Argus now. Is no longer anybody else, like Amanda Waller or anything of that nature. I thought it was going to be Amanda Waller or somebody, but again, it's not. So I was a little surprised about that. And then we also got to see that relationship between Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon, which I was very happy to see. You know, old school fan, I was very happy to see that relationship between Barb as well as Dick and what happened to her, and with her being in the chair. And of course, the actress, you know, I had no idea that they got an actress that unfortunately only has one leg. She has to wear a prosthetic. I was really shocked by that. I had to really do some digging in. So for those of you that informed me, thank you. I had no idea, because I was watching the entire time and I was like, wait a minute, why does it look like she only has one leg, unfortunately? And then I saw and I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, now I understand the reason why. But I think she did a good portrayal as Barbara Gordon. I mean, I didn't have that much of an issue. I would really liked if they would have given us like a flashback of her as Batgirl. I think that would have really helped her character, or her not only as a character, but the actress to kind of show what she could do as Batgirl, as well as also we're going to talk about Scarecrow. Scarecrow, man, I don't know what to say about Scarecrow. I don't really know, man. Like, he didn't really come across as Scarecrow to me. He kind of came across like almost as if you wanted to have, I would say, like a Joker type of vibe. Like, it was weird because, again, it felt like they were trying too hard to make this guy be Scarecrow, but he didn't come across as Scarecrow at all. Like, it was just weird. And then, of course, at the very end, you know, because the entire time you realize that John Crane not only has mommy issues, but he sucks at being a villain. And that's the thing. He sucks at being a villain, and he gets shown he sucks as a villain. So it makes you wonder, what the hell exactly are they doing with his character? So, and at the very end, you have where Raven puts all the evil from the nightmares that he was trying to endure from Dick Grayson, and puts it into him, into the psych ward. So, again, he won't be coming back anytime soon. Dick Grayson going into, I guess, his own as Nightwing. He's no longer showing that he has to be the next Batman, even though Bruce tried to put that onto him, as well as, you know, being killed by his semi-brother, you know, Jason Todd, and then coming back from the dead like he did. Then he finally understood the reason why, I guess, Jason did what he did, because Jason felt like there was nobody around. He didn't care about nobody. Same thing for Beast Boy. You know, we're learning more about what he can do as what he can try to do, in a way. I think in a way that they're giving us more of what he can do just through the series, and I'm hoping that they show more at some point rather than just giving us tidbits here and there, because all we know is, you know, Tiger, Bat, and then anything else that, you know, they pop in their heads. But either way, I did enjoy Titans. Again, you know, some of the casting I love, like I said, some of the casting I don't, which I've already stated. I felt like they were also trying to push a little bit too much on Tim Drake to make him, oh, we're going to make him the new Robin. And at the very end of the season, you know, Dick Grayson is going to be training him to be Robin, which, again, it should be Batman's job. But at the same time, I understand what they were trying to do at the very end of the season was to have where it's going to be about, again, the Titans, but at the same time, maybe Dick wants to have him trained a bit of a different way than him and Jason was. Maybe to have him train better. Like, okay, I've taught you all this, but then let me send you to Bruce after I'm done training you for a certain amount of time. And maybe that's what's going to happen, because, again, he wants to work with Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, and then also possibly work with Bruce when he's ready to become Batman again, as well as ready to continue protecting Gotham. Because right now, we don't know if he's going to pick up as Batman anymore. We don't know if he's going to pick up as Batman anymore. We do not know if he's going to want a new Robin, even though he asked Jason if he wanted to come back as Robin. We don't know if he will take on another Robin at some point. We don't know, because after him killing Joker, it really screwed with his psyche, because you really could see where he almost committed suicide, giving everything to Dick Grayson. But at the same time, he didn't, because obviously, you know, Donna saved him. Now, again, there are certain things about this season I liked. There's things about it I disliked. Once again, the things I liked about it was seeing Red Hood, even though I felt like it was too soon. I also liked how they brought Donna back. That was very interesting, especially with the, you know, the world, like the world of the dead, I guess you'd say. You know, that's the only word I can think of it as of right now. Seeing, you know, Blackfire, I wasn't too impressed with. I really didn't care about her character. I didn't care about probably a good amount of really none of the characters. I mean, the only characters I really cared about was, of course, Nightwing, Barb, Jason Todd a little bit, and of course Starfire, Beast Boy, Raven, and those are the ones I really cared about that I wanted to see. Other than that, I didn't care about Tim Drake. I didn't really care about Blackfire. I didn't really care about not Beast Boy, but Superboy, because I felt like even though he's somewhat of a teenager, he's acting out. I mean, if that makes any sense, I felt like he was acting out rather than just trying to be. But again, I guess that's the human side of him. So again, we all do things that we're gonna do, we're gonna regret. And then at the same time, what happened with Starfire, that was a really interesting concept of how they handled that, as well as, Bruce having to go across that line, and I never thought that they would put that in any kind of a show, any kind of a movie, because again, one of my favorite lines is Under the Red Hood, where he says, I don't think you understand, I don't think you'll ever understand. If I go across that line, I won't be able to come back. So there are a lot of mentions of, like, let's say, Riddler, Freeze, even Selena Kyle's brought up at one point in this season. So who knows? Remember, we're going to see different versions of them at some point. I mean, honestly, if I was going to be really picky, I think they should have gotten Kevin Conroy to do the voice, to do Batman. I mean, obviously, he's #1 Batman, but at the same time, I understand the reason why they try to get different actors to try to do other roles, but sometimes it fails, sometimes it don't. Are we going to be seeing Red Hood again? Possibly not. Possibly, don't know. We may see Hawk and Dove at another point. I mean, I think Hawk and Dove are pretty much done. I think Dove, she's going to pretty much do her own thing. I think she's just going to do her own thing. And I think the main ones that's going to be from the Titans is going to be Superboy. It's going to be Raven, Beast Boy, New Robin, Starfire, and then of course Dick Grayson. So those are going to be the main ones until they want to do something else. Overall, the season was very intense. I liked how they made Gotham really dark, of how the city turned against them, as well as how they went about it to, oh, well, we got to do this, and the city turns against us, and we got to do something, but at the same time knowing that you still got to try to be a hero, as well as also be able to show that, hey, you can still be trusted even though you have a mask. So it was almost like they did like a Dark Knight thing, and I'm very happy that they did that. So either way, things about this I liked, things about this I disliked. Either way, what are y'all's thoughts about this down in the comments down below? Did you guys enjoy season 3 of Titans? Was it okay? Was it messed up? Was it stupid? What are your thoughts about this? I'd like to know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Again, I'd love to know what your thoughts were about this. What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Either way, let me know. What is your favorite character right now on Titans? Right now, my favorite character would have to be between Nightwing to Dove, to Hawk and Dove, to Raven. And that's about it. I mean, again, I like Red Hood, the character, but I just don't feel like they pushed Red Hood enough to give him that option. I feel like they gave him the Arkham Knight treatment, is what I feel like they really did. But either way, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Subscribe, comment, click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.